I gave him the call again. Yeah, I think, as I said, I think it will get pretty messy with 3 people, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see. In the meantime, we're looking for a server. This is actually... Oh, there we go.
That'll be fine.
I was wondering why it took so long.
Are you here right now?
Who's here?
Oh yeah, you are here, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, we are casting the second game of Baguette versus RIP, and I haven't changed the title of the thingy, which I will do now while the thingy is going on. And the first match went to the French team. There.
Yeah, now we'll see.
Fixed. Then we're gonna see what picks they're gonna go for this time. If we're gonna see some difference.
I think it's kind of interesting that we see a Night Stalker that often in this tournament.
Yeah, but he's a very he can be everywhere. He's very unexpected, and I think if you're playing with pros, then they know how to really counter him like early on, because they know they have to watch out for him, and he is easily countered if you know that you have to counter him. But if you just let him go do his thing, these are the same bans as we saw earlier, by the way.
Yeah, I also said that there was Night Stalker because I'm wondering if they will now ban him, because yeah, he was really strong in the last game with the ganks and stuff. But yeah, it seems for now it's at least the same bans.
Yep.
So
I'm curious if we're gonna see anti-mage today then.
Yeah, that could be a possibility, but since the last game didn't went on for so long.
Chen bent. They didn't want the French to get that one anymore.
Oh, and maybe they weren't. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like how it played out for them with Chen. Like, so they decided to ban him this time around. And
oh yeah, they were actually the ones that had Chen.
Yes, they were. So
correct. And
but they were the ones who had Fury on the French guys.
And they now ban him. They don't want to play him, but they also don't want to face him. Or
yeah,
that they know that.
H
that means the first pick. Anti-Mage is in the pool, but he was in the pool last time also. Venomans are still in the pool as his Windrunner.
And Resta. Shadow Shaman.
And Resta.
Oh.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman. Enchantress. You can go on. There we go, Windrunner.
Yeah, so Windrunner as first pick. That doesn't give anything away, at least. She's overall a very good hero. Well,
she's just all round strong. Yep. She can push, she can CC, she can kill. That's basically all you want. But the same goes for Venomancer also. He can push, he can kill, he can slow, not shackle, but slow. Still nice. 50%
and
is
also
a lot.
stall pushes with wards.
Yes, indeed.
So we have 2 pretty all-round heroes, pretty good against pushing, pretty good for ganking, and we have some hardcore support.
And again I think they are a fan of a Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, and she's great in the early stages of the game, like with her aura and with the slow and the stun. I mean, or not stun, but the frostbite. She's pretty damn strong in the early game. So she's always a good pick, I think, at least.
Yeah, she can't go wrong. All that wrong.
But
I wonder if that means that they're also aiming to get another Night Stalker, because Crystal Maiden still is nice with a Night Stalker, and Night Stalker is not banned.
This time they tried the Enchantress, not the Chen, but another hero who's
another CC, yeah.
Increased. So yeah, maybe that will change things. I mean, Enchantress is way stronger in the late game, I think, with her ultimate, and
she is one-on-one. She is a lot more powerful than Chen, but she doesn't have that heal, which well, the Radiant this time, I should say, Team RIP didn't have a lot of good things coming out of the Chen ultimate.
No.
So in that case, the Enchantress is the better pick.
Yeah, probably. And Enchantress, yeah, she's in the team fight. I think if the Chen doesn't play perfectly well, I think the Enchantress is in the team fight.
Anti-Mage.
Stronger hero.
That means the Night Stalker is a counter pick for the Anti-Mage, kind of, if you feed him in the first night.
You
So
really want to see Night Stalker, right?
I'm not a big fan of. I like seeing Night Stalker play good. I agree. That's yeah, gotta say that. I don't
Yeah,
think that the Anti-Mage is a pick to go here for the Radiant, because I'm not sure how late game this game is gonna be, and Anti-Mage is still a late game.
for now we don't see any heavy push out of one of the teams, so
But
yeah.
Enchantress has potential in
Now we see
early
heavy
game
push though. Hello, heavy push. And
That's
that
true.
together with the
That
wards of the
depends on
Venomancer.
Shadow Shaman getting level 6 really fast.
Yeah, we might go on the middle lane again. And this time being played by the team Baguette, which might change things.
And if we look at the teams, I mean the problem for the Radiant right now is that they have their wood hero, they have their side solo in the Windrunner, and now they need two heavy supporters, but then they don't really have so much.
They need a team fight
Yeah, but then
hero.
yeah, that's what I was saying. They don't have really the team fight or the counter push stuff to hold off a Shadow Shaman and a Venomancer,
Nope.
because now they kind of need
Ricky is
support.
banned and Night Stalker is banned.
That
And
might be what they did,
Earthshaker.
and Night Stalker.
And it's a good. I think Night Stalker is a good ban. We still have Enigma though. Well, it's a good ban because they have the Anti-Mage and they don't want that Night Stalker killing the Anti-Mage in the first night. And Night Stalker will be able to do so because he can just catch up with him, even if he blinks away. There's the first support for the Anti-Mage. Oh, that picks
And
are going
Tiny-
fast.
Tiny.
They knew that they wanted the Tiny.
So
Yeah, but-
maybe they go support Shadow Shaman,
Yeah.
or they go Tiny on the
Problem-
side lane.
Tiny on a
problem
side
is-
lane. I think Tiny will be
Tiny,
on a
Tiny.
tri
And then
lane.
go solo Enigma maybe side lane.
Problem is right now, no. If they
Mhm.
take an Enigma now, they don't have anybody to support. Who are they gonna support? Like they have a Crystal Maiden, they have a Venomancer, but they have
They
no
got
one
Tiny
to
to
support.
support. They support Tiny.
But if Tiny kind of, if he goes
Tiny
mid,
needs to
then
snowball.
yeah, but if he goes mid, then they don't really support him.
No. Tiny on the side lane. Tri lane.
We'll
with-
just see it.
with
I
Sim-
don't know.
We'll see
the
how it
main and
works
the
out.
Venomancer.
The Radiant, by the way, still need a team hero. I think they might go for
Then
a
Ilbit,
Sand King.
or they go Windrunner mid. That's also a possibility.
A
And
Pudge.
there's Pudge.
Pudge mid.
Oh,
And
Interesting.
Huskar.
Huskar.
I don't think I've seen
Very
Huskar pick
interesting.
yet. But Huskar
not-
versus the Anti-Mage is quite nice, and Huskar versus Vengeful is also quite nice.
The problem as with Husker against the Anti-Mage is that if the Husker just jumps on him, the Anti-Mage will just blink the moment Husker jumps.
No, because then there's
Okay.
Tiny to throw Huskar on the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, but still, the Anti-Mage won't get. I mean, he has to keep sight of him. So yeah. Anyway, let's.
I'll go over the French again.
Okay.
We start again with Lille. Is again on Crystal Maiden. So very some nice games. I disconnected. No, I disconnected. Hello.
You still there?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a huge lag spike from me. Hello. So, we have Crystal Maiden on Lille. We have 4 of the Dire going bottom lane with Le Marceau on Huskar, Le Voya on Shadow Shaman, and Le Virk on Tiny. And the 5th is also going bottom. It's Elia on Venomancer. Go ahead for the Radiant.
Okay, we have King D on the Windrunner, it seems he will solo the bottom lane now, and he might even he won't run into the gank squad in the woods. We also have Vengeful Spirit as TG. She's roaming around in the mid right now, planting wards. We have the Enchantress Schweine, and he is hanging out at the rune spot as well with the Vengeful Spirit. The Anti-Mage is going top. He's played by Psycho Noob. And for the middle lane we have Wayne on the Patch. And those lanes are pretty interesting, I think, for now at least. Because what does the Enchantress do? Oh, she may go into the Animal Jungle. That may be a possibility, but
I think you're right. Which is actually good call, because the tri-lane on the bottom, Windrunner is gonna have a hard time getting farmed there. But it is Windrunner, so, you know, she might not have a hard time at all.
Well, she won't get too much farm, but she can at least hold the lane, I think.
Yeah.
But she will be have to be really careful. Like 2 slows from the or slow from the Venomancer and a slow from the Crystal Maiden.
For the Dire, by the way.
Yeah.
The middle is not Shadow Shaman, it's Tiny. And Rasta
I
top
thought
lane.
so.
Yeah, Rasta's top lane.
And
Solo top, by the way. Also versus the tri lane, which is a bit harder for him than a solo lane for Windrunner, I have to say.
Definitely. It will be way harder for the Rasta, because he has almost no escape mechanism, and the Windrunner always can just pop her Windrun and just run away. Especially because since Veno didn't scale Gale, he has his passive, and he can't slow the Windrunner down anyway.
The
For now.
Crystal Maiden teleported up, by the way, and they are now going on to Crystal Maiden. And where is the stun? We're not gonna see a stun. There was a bit of a too early initiation from the anti-mage. He popped too early.
And not the vengeful. The Enchantress in the Woods is pretty good, because now she will stop any form of pulling and all that stuff. So she might even it might pay off to send her there.
Yeah.
And the anti-mage, what is he doing? He's not really farming up right now. He's like 5 creep kills, so he was in the woods with them, so that might be a mistake there, but he's going to the woods again. He should just stay in the lane and farm, in my opinion. Guys, and I don't... Yeah.
Well, the Windrunner hasn't skilled his shackle shot, which is quite surprising. Even that one skill, maybe. Oh, what? No!
First blood in the mid.
On Venomancer? What was he doing there? It was probably a failed gank on Pudge, and I missed first blood. I'm glad I got it on the previous game, though. I was distracted. I have an excuse.
And that's the Pudge's earn, so...
Yeah, already complete.
He will have some nice life break if you get some kills.
Yep, and he will be able to, gank around soonish.
Tiny got a Rec Room, so...
Yeah, Tiny already has a bottle, indeed. If we look at the gold, by the way, the Dire, or at the creep kills, I should say, the Dire are a bit ahead, it seems, but it's 15, 13, 7, 8, 0. No, the Radiant are ahead.
It's not so much actually. It's
They're quite even though they're both seemingly not all that farmed.
yeah, but the first blood that meant something. If
Yeah.
you look at the gold graph.
That's basically the
see
difference.
the
500 gold. That's basically maybe a couple of the creeps and the first blood.
Yeah, that's true.
We're free creep to the Dire again on top lane. Very good. It's a 300 gold from a setter.
It was not free. Like they wasted a lot of mana on it, so
Yeah.
like, that will not help the Crystal Maiden in the lane, because the problem is they have to stay back all the time. Like, and the Crystal Maiden doesn't have her aura yet, so she can't really afford to waste mana, or not. It's not wasted, but to use that mana on the
There goes Enchantress. They're gonna go for Enchantress, and Tiny is gonna come in also. Shackle is gonna go on Enchantress. The heal,
Yeah.
Enchantress popped the heal and still dies due to the Ether Shock of level 2 Ether Shock of Shadow Shaman, who actually gets a level 4 for that.
It's very out of position there.
Yeah. They need a ward there. They have 2 wards. One is just directly on the lane, which is working, but it's maybe a bit wasted there. And there's one on the ramp in the middle. But they might want a ward in the forest also to see him coming, because he could have known it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And in the middle, it seems the Pudge is really afraid of the Tiny right now, because he's not daring to go in there, and the Tiny just farms up the creeps down. Now he's getting ahead on the creep kills.
And that was also because there were 2 copies of him, though.
Yeah, that's true. But
I would be nervous with 2 copies, with 3 tinies also. But this might be the reason why he was that nervous, because one stun, one throw gets him to like almost 300. Oh, and he hooks a creep. That's a shame. Fake tinies are scaring the Radiant top.
yeah, do you see the Enchantress now being in the woods, in her own woods?
Yep.
Trying to farm there, but she
She is noticed by Venomancer. They're both level 3. That's the levels on the people. Do we have a level 6 Pudge and we have a level 6 Tiny? Otherwise the Radiant also have a level 5, but oh, sorry, the Dire I should say. But the rest is not that leveled up, and it's 6 minutes.
it looks pretty even, but the anti-mage is pretty nice farm. He is sitting on 1,500 gold now, with 23 creepers. Wait, he has less than Huskar? Okay.
Huskar has a really good time on bot lane.
Yeah, that's true, but he will not get as strong. If it goes late, he will not get as strong as the anti-mage. So
No.
they might wish to do something about the anti-mage, because he has pretty good farm, or had until right now pretty good farm top as well.
He has 1,500 gold in the bank, and he's not
Yeah.
spending it yet.
No.
And the Pudge is waiting for a hook, but they don't have a ward over there, so they can't really see it. See who to hook. Even though that Shadow Shaman is perfectly hookable.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
the Patch now shows himself in the lane, and I
Yeah.
think the
He will go back. He knows that the gank isn't gonna. Or is he? Or is he?
Tiny
Yeah.
might be heading bottom. No,
No, he's just gonna buy
buying his
something.
boots, yeah. So arcane boots now finished in Tiny. That means he can basically just run around the map and ganking all the time. He just doesn't have to stay in the middle anymore. But same goes for Patch actually. He can walk around the map, gank if he wants to,
But he has been walking around for a long time now and not getting any creeps or not getting any kills or experience.
That's true, but Tiny missing his avalanche on the bottom, and the Windrunner. Windrunner gets away, and yeah, that was a failed gank attempt by the Dire. And smoke in the middle. Patch, Vengeful, and Enchantress are
That's why
smoking.
they were standing around. Let's
Maybe
see where they
trying
are
to
going.
over. Probably bottom lane.
Yep, I think they're trying to catch out Huskar because they know he's getting farmed up a lot.
Yeah, but they might even just pick up the Venero if...
Hook,
There
look for the
goes the smoke.
And-
Where's the hook? Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Too bad.
Yes, and there's no level 6 yet on the area thingy from
That's kind
Enchantress.
of a random hook, I think. He was like...
Yeah, he
way
hesitated for
off.
too long.
Yeah, and the hook is way off. But yeah, okay. And meanwhile,
Middle tower.
okay, pushing the middle tower, yes. And anti-mage
And it's gonna go
now
down.
being shut down a bit harder.
Getting blasted on the tower.
Not getting any farm top anti-mage.
Nope, and he might be in trouble. No, he blinks away. It's all safe, and the wards go up for Shadow Shaman, and they will kill this tower because, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
low.
tower will
After
go
get
down as well
kill on Vengeful Spirit.
with the wards, yes. That's true.
And in the meantime, Tiny is gonna come in.
Push.
Never mind.
The anti-mage? No, he won't.
No.
He backs off.
So yeah, the push on the top lane and the mid lane was successful, and no answer whatsoever from the Radiant right now. I wonder why Enchantress hasn't really tried to push with the creeps yet, because, like, sure they have Venomancer's wards and
But
stuff,
she doesn't really have creeps at the moment.
Yeah, no, she just lost.
Sorry, I lost the kill on Windrunner from Tiny. Tiny can kill heroes so easily right now by just tossing them and avalanching them.
And Patch may
Oh, he
probably-
gets a hook,
No,
but he also will die to Shadow Shaman. That was very nice play from Shadow Shaman, and they will get a kill on Vengeful Spirit also because Crystal Maiden is there to save the day. It's a, and in the meantime, I miss Huskar getting killed by, sorry, Enchantress is getting killed by Huskar, which is not surprising since Huskar is level 8, or probably level 7 when he just killed her. And Enchantress is level 4, so that's kind of you know, unsurprised.
Venomancer right now pushing bottom lane. The bottom tower half HP, or less than half HP. And Husker is pulling the creeps out of the lane, so that tower will most likely go down.
Yep.
And there's no support coming in whatsoever. So yeah, that doesn't look good again for the Germans.
Nope. They are getting pushed heavy.
And they are behind in the kills.
And
so.
they're behind on the farms for about 5k, which is, you would say it's not a lot, but it's only 10 minutes in, so it does count. And a good hook from Pudge, and Tiny is probably not gonna survive this. There we go, nice kill. For the anti-mage also. So he gets some more gold. I mean, it's still
he almost has Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Like he only needs one more item, the Claymore I believe was 1.4k.
It's far from over, because until there's barracks down, this anti-mage is still gonna be able to save the day if they manage long enough. The bottom tower is gonna go down probably though, because there's 4 of the Dire here and only 2 of the Radiant, with the teleport now coming in for what's his name? Winter Vengeful Spirit.
The tower is going down regardless, because it's too little too late, the TPs. And yeah, the Radiant think they do the wise thing and just pull back.
And defend, yes.
Yeah, and top lane, this time the top lane, the tower is being pushed as well, but TP coming in and Tiny
going for Pudge. Nice throw, he's gonna get stunned by Frozen in time. Teleport goes off, but it won't help anymore. And there goes the first grow from Tiny. It's now a bit bigger, a bit stronger. And we
almost has a Spring Dagger also.
We can't underestimate Husker, by the way. He's going for a BKB, and he has quite a bit of farm.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's on half health, which you would say like, ooh, easy target, but no, he pumps out so much damage now. I don't think anybody off the map, apart from maybe Pudge, can go up against him if he uses his ulti to jump on someone.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, nothing gonna happen in the middle. Easily defended, just the creeps.
Blink Dagger on Tiny.
Still pushing bottom.
But nobody is really stopping him either.
No.
And I don't think he's gonna go further than where he is now. I mean, yeah, there we go. He goes away. He's probably gonna leave his wards just so.
Oh, he's
gonna go. He's gonna go for it, because
but since they pushed the middle as well.
The middle is a distraction to have pull. Oh, there comes Venomancer from behind to probably slow some of the Radiants. They have seen him now, though. They have seen him. And instead of going for them, they back off. And Pudge going down. Shadow Shaman trying to save, trying to hold someone, but is going down to the anti-mage. Anti-mage blinks out straight away. Windrunner is going down also, which after a nice shackle though. Oh, that arrow from Enchantress does so much damage on Crystal Maiden. And a throw goes up.
Almost, she could have died there. The whole team would have initiated on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's lucky and gets out of there. And
Husker very low. Also.
Yeah, they're all very low. They might want to push the towers to Venomancer wards, but I don't think they will go in further. Because Tiny is pretty low on life, and same goes for Crystal Maiden. And yeah, they back off. For now, at least.
For now, yes. I do like that Antimate's got that kill. I mean, he's level 8, which is pretty decent. He has 54 creep kills, which is far behind Huskar. But still, he is an anti-mage, so he can take it. And he didn't die once. Neither did Huskar with 3 kills. So he is still able to kill anti-mage for now. But that might change.
The strange, or not strange, but the problem for anti-mage is he didn't even have boots. He goes straight for a Battle Fury without any other items. And I don't know if that's the right choice, because right now he has no stability whatsoever. He is like on 720 HP. That's his maximum HP.
He needs that Vanguard.
And he will die so fast. Yeah, or yeah, he needs... Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. He needs Vanguard, because like he won't get Manta Style anytime soon. He needs boots, he needs treads. To boost his HP a little bit at least.
He hasn't even got boots yet.
No, he doesn't have boots. He's going straight for a battlefield first item.
I
And
figured that he
don't
would have
know.
boots. I missed that
Yeah.
part.
No, and I don't know if that's the right choice because, as I said, anyone can gank him right now.
I wonder why
Sure.
Crystal Maiden is so low. Try to kill some creeps. The Dire are still waiting though, and you must not forget that both Shadow Shaman and Tiny have a blink dagger, so they could blink themselves in straight away and get a kill on someone. And they have a ward, so they see people there. Nice hook by Pudge.
Very close, yeah. Tiny just got away.
Yes,
And they're gonna push the top tower.
and they will get it. They will
Yeah.
get it. They're not
Oscar
gonna
now
be able to
doing
defend it.
pretty good, nice damage to towers as well because of his fast attack speed due to his Berserker's Blood
Yep,
and his attack damage boost. So
and his
yeah,
BKB
he's
is done,
pushing right now as well.
and he's probably gonna go for an armlet.
That's true. And
Also
he
the
has
shadow.
still 1k in the bank, right?
Yes.
That's really good. Good farm or... Oh,
And
okay.
he jumps on Vengeful Spirit, who's gonna go down so easily, pops his BKB. Pudge gets thrown, and Husker is gonna go in, but
Oscar's gonna make it out, but
he's
no,
gonna
they're
make it out.
not going in there anymore. Shadow Shaman playing really risky up there.
It's
One
Pudge
good hook and
also.
he's dead.
Yeah, but he tried to get the kill on Pudge. Was quite confident he might get it, but he didn't get it. So the only one that died was Vengeful Spirit, which is not a great loss, even though it's of course another kill that counts.
Yeah, but they can't really defend the tower right now. Like, the Winter has to go back because she has no mana. The Enchantress is very low on mana as well. She only has 770 life as well, and there goes the tower.
And Tiny, who was so low, who just left, managed to get a regeneration rune and is back in the fight.
With a
So
proper
it's
blood.
5 versus 5 again.
And Tiny
And
goes. and
there
touches.
he goes.
He tosses.
And the hook
Flat Ray of
doesn't
Hope
flinch.
because Anti-Mage has his Battle Fury finished. So
Still only on 739 HP.
Yeah, he needs that HP before doing
And now
anything.
they're coming
now,
for... Has to get out of
for
there.
it.
Ah, there goes the stuns.
And
Yes. That's his HP right there, killing him. It was 4 versus 1. Crystal Maiden wasn't there yet, but yeah. He's not gonna be able to do anything about that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and yeah, now basically the Radiant are just hanging out in their base, waiting.
Waiting for
Well,
push that they can
yeah.
counter with hopefully some kills. Because they
Yeah,
need
but
that.
Dead right now, and
nice hook on the Crystal Maiden.
Nice hook indeed.
finally nice hook. Yes.
Tiny tried to save him, but no chance.
Swap.
Nice
and
swap.
with the
Vengeful
Shadow
Spirit
Shaman,
might go down.
He will
There-
go down.
sorry.
Nice ward trap
Yeah.
on Tiny.
Shit, Vengeful
Pudge.
Spirit will also die. And I think that Tiny's overstepping himself. He's in too far. There is Husker, and Husker is not overstepping himself because he is able to take this. He got so much farm. He got a BKB. The tower will finish off Venomancer, however. But in the meantime, Husker will finish off the tower, or at least he would be able to if he got back and killed stuff. But he
Yeah,
didn't.
and they can't really stop him. Like, he has so much damage right now, and so fast attack speed with his armlet, and now he.
Now he might die if there's still, but there is no power shot anymore. This is all the damage that they can do.
Enchantress needs
And
to use his creep.
ah,
Then Enchantress needs to use her creep, and it misses, and Husker may even get away now.
No boots. Look at
And then
him
Mitch goes
dying
down.
so fast.
with boots he wouldn't have died.
5
Indeed.
hits.
And that armlet is so powerful that when you're down to 0 HP and you unactivate it and reactivate it again, you got the HP again. And for a Husker, that's just perfect.
Yeah.
That Husker is pretty invisible at the moment.
And Tiny trolling a bit and tossing him in the air, just for the fun. Yeah, and now the Rex is exposed and they're pushing in. Husker is still on like 1/3 life, now half.
But
half
that's
life, yeah.
that will only increase him. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but they will get the Rex. The Radiant has nothing to stop them.
I believe that the old chat is already indicating that the French, no, sorry, the Germans That the Germans are gonna go for the GG, as in are planning on calling. There comes the throw, and that Huskar.
They go down so fast.
They let Huskar farm too much in the early game, which probably cost them the game. Because at this moment, the middle tower is also getting pushed in by the Venomancer.
I don't even know if the Husker farmed so much. I mean, he was for a time he was like even with the anti-mage, but then the time he started pushing and the punch didn't, the pick up of the punch didn't pay off because
Well,
his hooks were mostly off.
all the towers of the Dire are still up, and
Yeah.
Huskar has the gold from those towers early on already. So that's some farm that Antimage just did not have.
Yeah, as I said, and the problem is that the punch didn't pay off. His hooks were mostly off, and he didn't gank successfully. So yeah, Husker had free farm, while Antimage always had to be afraid of ganks incoming from Tiny or something like that.
Wasted too many time running around,
Yes.
not finding any openings in the enemy lineup.
Oh, and there goes Huskar. Huskar's godlike streak by a punch hook.
Yeah, and I think that should spell the GG. The middle racks going, the melee racks at least going down as well. So yeah, they just stay in there for the fun, I think. But I don't think honestly think they can come back from this.
Nope. And I just heard that the stream is black, which is not good. It's probably after my lag spike that nothing happened anymore.
Oh, so long already.
Yes.
Let's check.
But we will see. So the second game also goes to the French, which is basically oh man. Or should I say that? They're still fighting though. They're still fighting. So it's not a GG yet. Not a GG until the GG is called by a team.
And anti-mage goes down.
And
Nice
a swap.
Great swap from Vengeful Spirit.
Yes.
And the kill out there, even if it doesn't matter very much, but it's great play by the Vengeful there.
Yes.
I have to say
I agree.
And yeah, then the Dire don't really seem to want to finish this off. They're just hanging around on the map and don't know. Not really in a hurry, it seems.
Nope.
But yeah, now they're grouping up in the mid, it seems, and now they might want to finish this off. So, last stand for the Radiant for RIP before they are out of the tournament.
Indeed.
And Husker goes on the patch.
Punch just drops. Even though Husker wasn't low on health this time.
Yeah, but
Oh, he gets thrown into the fountain by Tiny. Nice trolling there.
doesn't even care. He's like, hey, cool, more attack speed, more damage for me, great.
Indeed.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, the middle barracks now finally going down, and Anti-Mage chasing the Venomancer, who has 4-step by now. We kind of missed out on checking the items.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Now they're pushing the bottom, we'll get the Mare Creeps, and this should be over rather
Should
fast.
be over indeed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh, nice hook by Punch this time, even though that was not
They
much
can
of a
kill
challenge.
bottom
Which
tower
will
is
drag
under
this
attack.
game out a bit more now.
Indeed. Gotta give them props for trying.
Yeah, sure.
Chasing down that Venomancer that is really low, but they're going the wrong direction.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he will get out of there. Probably heal up. Not even. No, they're going in
Middle
again.
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, even
Oh.
though with basically no mana for Tiny, even though both of the mana boots of Tiny and Crystal Maiden have been used.
Radiant's middle tower is
And there are mana boots also on Shadow Shaman.
are fortified.
And Boots of Travel.
He's got 2 boots.
To the lane, yes, he just thought he was gonna
Nice,
take
but
it.
3 sets of mana boots, it seems a bit over excessive.
Yeah, but I mean,
Team has a lot of mana intensive heroes.
Yeah, but 3
Shadow Shame
3
as
boots
well
is a
the
bit.
main.
3 boots is too much, I would say. 2 would
And-
be more than enough.
yeah, but you have to know the Crystal Maiden didn't put a single thing into her aura, so
True.
they don't have really that much mana regen.
It was they did it in you know, they discussed it because otherwise you wouldn't have put no points in the aura.
Yeah, so it might be okay to get those boots, but yeah, it's probably not as well. It could be better.
We're just
Don't-
watching some trolling.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is
So
under
now
attack.
finally getting the 2 base towers or 2 defense towers.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The bottom
is
tower
under
going
attack.
down as well. Now, yes, now.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
there
now
goes
the
the
rest of
creeps.
Dire, yeah, and the rest of the Dire is coming in to finish off their X.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Ginger soul.
Radiant's ancient.
So GG is called now.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Now there you can see the rivalry between Germany and France.
Yeah, see, it was there. It was there.
Oh well.
Radiant's ancient is under
Yeah,
attack.
but now the ancient fortress will go down, and yeah, GG.
And the GG is called and done for.
Yeah. So we have another match in half an hour.
Indeed.
But that's best of 5, best of 3. Sorry.
Best of 3
Now
also.
over. Hey.